So you decided to start recording yourself in your own space, and you are questioning whether or not you need 1 or 2 microphones on your kick drum or even your snare drum. Well, in this video, you're going to hear the difference between the two to decide what's best for you. What's going on, everybody? Nick Costa here, and in this video, I am going to be showing you what the different sounds are between 1 microphone and 2 microphone setups on your kick drum and your snare drum. Hopefully this shows you why some folks use a 2 microphone setup over a 1 microphone setup, or the opposite of that, so you can decide what is the best for your space and your sound. Now, before we dive into this video, if you could hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. That way you're notified of any additional content that I upload to the channel. All right, so before we start diving into all the different microphones set up on the kit, if you've actually seen any videos here on my channel, I've actually been set up with a 1 kick drum and 1 snare drum microphone setup. For my kick drum, I was using an AKG D112, and I actually have a 4-inch kick port on the front of my bass drum. Now, I had that microphone set up so the grill was actually halfway into that port, so it helped kind of get a little bit of the inside and outside sounds. Now, for my snare drum, I had an SM57 on the top. So in this video, I'm going to continue to have both of those microphones set up here on the kit. The AKG D112 on the kick and the SM57 for the snare top. Let's go ahead and get started with the kick drum. So I took that D112 and I put it inside the kick, and then I have a Solomon LoFreq microphone for the outside. So that D112 is actually inside the kick drum and pointed towards where the beaters are hitting the batter head, so I can get a lot of that attack and clickiness of the drum. The Solomon LoFreq is on the outside of the drum, and it's about 2 fingers away from the front head. This combination will allow the D112 to get the punch and the attack of the bass drum since it's inside, while the LoFreq is on the outside, so it gets the fullness. Now for the snare drum, I have an SM57 on both the top and the bottom. The top microphone is pointed towards the middle of the snare, and it's about 3 fingers above that top head. Now if you look at an SM57, the capsule at the end of the microphone, you'll notice that there's a little split before it gets to the body. That split I have lined up with the top rim of my drum. Now for the bottom SM57, it's actually still 3 fingers away from that bottom head, and I have it pointed towards the middle. Once again, where that slit at the end of the capsule is before it reaches the body, that's in line with my bottom hoop. So with this video, I'm gonna just play the kit, I'm gonna isolate the kick drum, and you're gonna hear as I go back and forth between just the internal mic, the external mic, and then a combination of the two. I'm going to do the same exact thing with the snare drum. So enough of me talking, let's dive in. And there you have it, all in one video to check out and see what sound best fits your needs. Now, I'd love to get your feedback and hear which combination and pattern you like the most, so make sure you leave that in the comment section below, letting me know. Also, if you have any additional questions, you can leave that in the comments section as well, and I'll try and help out in any way that I can. Now, if you are viewing this video on YouTube and you found it helpful and informative, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up. That is going to help other people find it a bit easier. Now, if you wanted to purchase any of these microphones, I did put affiliate links in the description below. The most expensive microphone, believe it or not, is the Solomon LoFreq at $220. The AKG D112, you can find them used for an affordable price. I got mine about a decade ago for about $120, but if you search around, you can still find them for around that price. Now, the SM57 is a standard microphone. It is bulletproof. You can see it in every studio, and brand new, they're $99. If you want to look for a used one, you can, and you might be able to find one pretty cheap, but most of them are going to come in around that $99 mark, so you might as well just buy a new one. And that is it. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hopefully you've gotten something from it, and until next time, see you later.